January 24th, 2019. 3 members of a Florida family were found shot to death inside their own home. The killer wasn't a stranger, it was their own son. When detectives interrogated Grant Amato, he didn't look like a killer, but obsession had already rewritten his reality.
My full name is Grant Amato.
How do you spell Tiernan?
Tierna.
I like that.
Your date of birth?
May 20th, 1989.
Okay. Home address?
Home address is 2112.
You have a bunch of school debt?
Not anything from UCF. I have about $100,000, I'd say, from my math when I was going to Barry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only school debt that I have right now. It kind of creeped back up when I wasn't working, so I had to go on to the deferred payments or whatever it's called until I get a job.
How long have you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay? That's a lot of money for to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh,
yeah, my brother.
What does he do?
He's a CRNA.
What is it?
Sorry, the certified registered nurse anesthetist.
Okay, so we were
both in the program together.
Okay.
And then he was able to finish, and then I did not.
So he was making good money.
Yeah.
Was he making that 150, 100?
He was working. Was working a lot. I don't know if he was. I think he was cusping a lot of overtime, not scheduled, but it's just kind of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was moving along.
What do you think he made his best year?
God, he showed me, because he was complaining about how his taxes alone were the annual income of a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when he showed me before it had all ended, before his pay year had ended, that he was already up to 166. But that was after I think the $60,000 or $40,000 already came out. I can't remember.
That was after it?
Yeah, I think so.
So he made more than 160?
That was take home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had been being told that, because, again, it's this last 6 or 7 months was just, stressful for everybody.
Sure.
And, countless times my dad would, come up to me, and he'd make, me feel, he'd try and use things and word things to make me feel guilty so that I would, do everything that I can, get a job.
Almost like a motivation?
Right. And he'd tell me time and time again that, you're her favorite. She would do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's I don't need to hear that. That's not what would motivate me.
Sure.
But no, with Mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of 3 or 4 times my whole life. I've never, yelled at her for anything, because, she's never done anything wrong. She's always been the one who's
stood by you?
Stood by me, but tried to, even during our early childhood when it was really rough with our dad.
Why is that?
My dad's a Leo type A, Italian personality man. He's very focused on his future. He's very focused on everything that he's sacrificed in his life for the betterment of all of us. He's always dreamed of going hiking up in the mountains. They have a property up in Tennessee that they built. And
you been there?
Me and Cody and Jason have never been up to that house, just because
Mom and Dad hide that from you? That's our secret hideaway?
A little bit.
No kids allowed?
A little bit, but, they...
Have you seen the pictures of it?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of place is it? Dad ever abuse you?
When we were younger.
How so?
Spankings with, a 2x4, and then, he'd use, it was a 2x4 that was fashioned into a paddle called the lightning rod, I think is what it was called. No, he broke it on me.
I'd be sorry. I would probably say it was my dad. Take it out and burn it.
Yeah.
So he didn't have it anymore.
But, yeah, he would, he'd do that, and then he'd push you around. He wouldn't punch you. He wouldn't bruise you.
Slap you?
He never slapped me, but I guess I should say the only place that I ever got bruised was on my butt from being spanked.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger, but again...
How long since you've been out of work?
No, not really. He would just make me feel bad that, he would make me feel bad that Cody's doing all this stuff to,
And you're not.
And I'm not. I'm not contributing.
You're not as valuable, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's not the right word, but you're not, like you said, contributing enough to what needs to be done. When's the last time your dad put his hands on you?
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be, I'd say, kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because, you know, with all the money that had been getting spent and I guess just the mix of everything that I've been saying just kind of boiling up in him, and the fact that I was, to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, you know, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, you know,
Sure.
all that kind of stuff. My father chose to admit me to like a depression or an addiction clinic or something like that in Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone.
When was that?
That was December 22nd
Okay.
until I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
I didn't, but they said that, you know, this was your only...
Who said?
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, yeah.
Did your mom agree with it?
My mom and my brother both agreed, but it was my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, you know, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go? What was his reasoning?
Because with the way that I was acting, he didn't see that I was doing anything for, like, the positive. You know, and a lot of it just came back to money with him. He would like allow me to spend money that he had, like with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was like a huge problem.
Okay, so you had one of his credit cards.
Yeah.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Who's she?
She's, as embarrassing as it is, she's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model. Do
All right.
either of you guys know that?
Nope. Just like all the videos, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like it's like a virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Like that type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay. Where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria.
Where's that?
Over in Europe. It's like
Okay.
outside of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that serious.
So
Okay.
what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge? By the minute? By the hour?
Minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much is it per minute?
Oh God, I think it was like 90 tokens a minute, and it's like the conversion rate for all of that is like $600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where all like the costs went to, was you pay real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for that.
So you do that, and when did you meet her?
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on like Twitter, like
Okay.
just through direct messaging. Again, cell phone service doesn't work, so it's like I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent on this? Because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah.
90 tokens and $5,000 for how many tokens?
No, it's $600 for 5,000.
For 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much do you think you spent on this?
Probably close to like $200,000, I'd say.
$200,000?
Yeah.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was going to?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model.
What'd you
I
tell
was
them?
saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming, like
Beginning stuff.
like advertising, like putting my name out there and that type of thing.
But based on what you're telling me, only so many people make so much money. I think just a few
Just a
in the country
handful.
make a bunch of money.
Right.
So that was like the ultimate goal is to get to that.
I was
level.
hoping that the stars would align, and then I would be like one of those people, because I was good at the games, and I'm a funny, pleasant person on the camera and that type of thing. So, yeah, I mean so I guess to like bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone, it was a mix of all of those things. It's like he felt like, he felt like
You need to be grounded.
yeah. And so then I was there, I spoke to like the therapist and psychiatrist and all that stuff. I didn't need any medications for anything. They had analyzed it as, this is an isolated event. You've been out of work, you have this PTSD from the whole getting arrested thing, and I mean, the last thing on my record was, I think, a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. And then, just having all of that stuff going on, but then they had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then I was only there until January 4th, so.
Who paid for that?
My brother, Cody.
What was the cost of that, do you know?
$15,000. It was $15,000, and then I think when I had gotten back, we were going through the process of calling them and seeing if we could get any type of refund. And I think they said that he was going to get refunded $3,000 from his $15,000.
Sure.
But I don't.
There so long.
Right. But I don't know if that transaction had ever gone through yet.
So their final diagnosis of you was what?
That I was fine. That
didn't need to be there.
Yeah. That I was fine. I told them all about like my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated event.
Situational PTSD from
Right. Yeah, like
the last 6 months.
once you can get this legal thing taken care of, which I don't know if I mentioned, but when we looked online and we saw that all the charges had been dropped, that was on like November 30th or 31st, the day before we were going to Japan. So, while that was good and everything, I still knew that it was still going to be like on your record until you get it expunged. So, I was still thinking, okay, at least now I can maybe start applying when we get back from Japan. Sure. But yeah. So I mean,
after you get back, you got back
on the 15th of December. You
got back. I thought you said you went on the 22nd of December.
Yeah, that's when I went to. Yeah, it was after Japan. Okay. And it was because when I had gotten back, my mom and dad were dealing with a lot of the financial stuff while we were up there. And then when I got back, that's where my dad started to get really kind of overbearing, and I mean rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day. Hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk to me just about the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again. And
did he get heated?
He would get heated, but
how about you? Did you get heated?
No, I mean I was, I was always the person in the family where like my brother Cody would interrupt my dad when he was talking. My mom would interject and say you can't be saying that or whatever. But for me, I would just sit there and I would just let my dad talk so that he could say everything that he wanted to say. And then if I saw that it was something that he wanted me to respond to, then I'd respond. But I would never be heated to him. Sure. Especially if I felt like I was in the wrong.
Right. Do all this you think you were in the wrong?
I mean, yeah.
To some extent?
To some extent. Spending that amount of money, it's idiotic to do that, especially when you're not making
it. So $200,000.
Right.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, a heated conversation?
It would be Thursday. Because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to. But I guess you could say behind the scenes, my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. And, she would tell me, like, look, you have to keep it just basic, because if you say anything or if you entice anything or do anything like that, it might lead her to say something to, like, my dad or something like that. Because,
how would she get in touch with him?
Because apparently when I was in Cornerstone, my dad told her, because he had, like, hacked my computer or something like that, and then he found everything.
Is he an electronics guy like you and your brother?
Except he's more of that, like, hacking level, like, able to do all that stuff. So he had found, like just the stuff that was related to her, and then, he erased my whole entire computer. He put a password on it, so it's like even when I came back up until Thursday, like I wasn't able to go onto my own computer to look at anything.
Basically, he's treating you like a small child.
Right, and rightfully so. I mean, spending that amount of money, I was acting childish. I can kind of get it, but so yeah. Anyways, on Thursday, he had apparently found out that I was speaking to her again, and when I came back on the 4th. My mom picked me up from the Cornerstone place, and then me and my mom met my dad at California Pizza Grill or Kitchen in Waterford Lakes. And he had this list, front and back, on a piece of paper of all the rules. This is what's going to happen. This is why I'm acting the way that I'm going to act. I'm not going to be Dad anymore. I'm going to be Chad. And I basically told him that I'm going to be present. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to start to try and get jobs now. I told him what my plan was. It wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was like that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like it felt like a relationship. I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it. So he had apparently found out, and then
Unhappy.
Right, and one of the stipulations was that he told me at the dinner was, if you speak to this woman again, you're out of the house. I'm kicking you out. You can pack up your shit, and then you're off my property. And then because of the way that he used to be, he had told me that basically if that happens, that if I ever step back onto his property, that he would kill me. So, on Thursday, that all happened, and then I was in the process. I was getting all my stuff together. I was piecemealing it out to the car, and then, I had an interview on Friday. So I had to get my suit out to my car. I was trying to just get all of my necessities as best as I could from, a lifetime of living inside the house.
Sure.
And then, my brother was working that night, and I think he was working like one of his long nights, but he ended up getting off early. And then I had met with my brother before he came home, just like in the neighborhood area. And then it was just on the the back side of the house, like along, I don't remember what that road's called, but it's like you take the bend where it has those two blinking lights, and then it's just down that road a ways.
Not for Christmas.
Is it before Christmas when you still turn the corner?
I think so. I'm not
Maybe.
sure. I think so.
Well, it was just down that road.
Okay.
And then I basically brought him up to speed, and he had told me that he was going to do whatever.
What time was that, you think?
God, what time was that?
What time did you go to? Let me back up a second. I apologize. You, Mom, and Dad go to California Pizza Kitchen in Waterford at what time?
Oh, that was all the way back on January 4th.
Oh, you said Thursday.
Oh, that wasn't Thursday.
No.
Okay.
That was when I had come back from Cornerstone,
Gotcha.
and he was giving me the rules.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Then do Thursday then. We'll
what
start with
happened?
that.
That Thursday that you meet with Cody down the street. This is this past Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that.
After you and your dad argue.
After me and my dad had argued, and he had told me, this is how it's going to be, and all that stuff.
Okay. This is at the house this past Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is what now? Saturday?
Saturday.
So
Yeah.
Past Thursday, I guess you could still say. So then I spoke with Cody. He told me about all that. He had given me his debit so that, because I don't have any money and I don't know where to go. I'd never been out of the house on my own. And then the last thing that I was told was just that, basically once again that he'll take care of it because
This is Cody.
This is Cody.
What time is this approximately?
I'd say a little after 10:30ish at night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Okay.
And then, so then after that, I just stayed in the vicinity area for a number of hours, and then I had remembered over some of the nights when I would work overnight, and then I'd be able to get off early, that the Publix on 50, on Colonial, the one that's by the Tractor Supply.
419, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Publix, it's like their guest Wi-Fi is always still active, even when the store closes down. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go there because I have my Surface, and I can, check on my emails. I had to pull up the address to my interview because I don't have GPS.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would, write all that stuff down, and then I was basically just waiting in that parking lot until I had to leave to go to the interview.
So you were scared of what? Being on your own?
Right.
Or did your father say or do anything to scare you?
He had threatened me that if I stepped foot back on his property, not the house, but if I stepped foot back on his property, that he would kill me. And,
He said those specific words?
Yes.
Did you tell that to Cody? That your father told you that?
No, I didn't.
So you're afraid of him?
Oh, yeah.
You are actually afraid that he could kill you?
Yeah, and it's also because, in the past, 2 weeks before I got kicked out, my dad was going through, a lot of episodes where he was losing his temper a lot, yelling a lot, especially when me and Cody weren't at the house. And,
who's he yelling at?
My mom.
So was he being violent to your mom?
Yeah, I think...
Physically or just emotionally?
Both.
Put his hands on her.
He had bruised her left arm by grabbing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently she had said that on one of the nights that they were in the kitchen together, and then he was throwing food at her and then banged her head against the wall a couple times.
So, and I'm not, let me speak bad of your dad, but he's kind of a violent guy. You have a reason to be afraid of him.
And then the thing that I was getting to was that apparently my mom was so scared at one point, because it had been a while since he had been like this, that she had taken a couple or a number of voice memos on her phone whenever he would come in and then start, she knew that, something he was going to start to get upset. And that on multiple occasions, he had told her that basically if I fuck up, sorry for the language, but that if I screw up, he's going to kill me, and then he's going to kill her.
He said those specific
because
words.
He blames everything that happens negatively with me and with Jason, not with Cody, but with me and Jason on her, because we're her favorites.
So you have a reasonable belief in your mind that your dad could hurt you?
Yes.
He could hurt your mom?
Yes. He
could maybe hurt Jason?
Yes.
He's a violent guy. I'm sorry, I've been this a long time. He sounds like a violent guy.
Yeah.
Quick to lose his temper with you over minuscule stuff?
Minuscule stuff, yeah.
I get the point he's upset about the amount of money. I do get that. Right. But physically, he's abusive.
Yes.
And it's kind of embarrassing as you're an adult male right now. He's been abusive of you for years, has he not?
Yeah. I mean, more mentally over the course.
But it has been to the point where you as a 29-year-old male, right, 29?
29.
That you're afraid that your father could kill you.
Yeah. And I mean, again, it's at the house, I have no access to anything. So I mean, it's literally just me, and I told you.
Access to anything, you mean what?
Anything to defend myself. I
the guns
had sold all my guns.
You sold it. Does Cody have guns in the house?
He does, but they're locked up somewhere.
Dad have guns in the house?
Again, yeah, but they're locked up somewhere.
And you don't have access to them?
I don't even have a house key. I don't have a house key. I don't have any keys to the doors inside the house. All I had was my car key. That's all that he gave me.
And that night when you argued with your father and he said he grabbed your shirt and pulled you off the couch, did he do anything else to you physically?
No. No, he didn't pursue it anymore. He was just...
Did you tell Cody that he acted that way towards you?
No, I didn't.
Cody had no idea that there was a heated, physical, just the argument that you needed to get out because you were talking to this girl.
Right.
Okay.
As a child, we're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
And accidents happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened, but I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I can tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way they talk to me, and the way they answer questions. There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the time. Now's the time. If there's something you want to get off your chest and give us an explanation of what's bothering you, now is the exact time to do it. And I'm giving you that opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes.
That you kept out about that night.
You're upset about it. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something's been bothering you. Even though I don't know you from Adam's house, can't you see things in people that something's really bothering this guy? It's not that, I spent a bunch of money I shouldn't have on this girl. So be it. You did. It's over with. Money can be made back. Something's bothering you.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is. It's in your eyes. Your eyes is the view to your soul, and it's in your eyes. And it sounds stupid, and people don't believe it. Like I told you out there in the car, did I not tell you? You may not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time, because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care, I told him the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right.
Me and Eva knew everything before we asked you the questions. Now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something back. I can see it in your eyes. People don't believe that the police will help you, but we are actually here to help you with issues you may have. I think something happened, and you don't want to tell us, but right now is the time to get it off your chest. And I really wish you would, because it will make you feel better in the end.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about the night or the periods of time afterwards.
There's only one opportunity to make that good impression, and if we've done something we shouldn't have done, you fess up there. You caught your hand in the cookie jar, you do it. Now,
is there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours, did you ever really go back to the house that you haven't told us about?
Something that happened that caused you to defend yourself.
No, because again, it's like I didn't have any means to defend myself. I mean, I didn't.
Well, we know from talking to that there's weapons in the house.
Right.
We know that to be a fact. Something happened that caused you to defend yourself. Whether you had anything or not, you found something to defend yourself with. I can't tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you everything. But something happened. Whether your dad blew up on you, threatened you, physically harmed you, or hurt you, something happened that caused an altercation.
And I didn't do anything at the house besides get my stuff together and take it out to my car.
Now's the time. Now is the time.
So what do you think happened?
To be honest.
I think that there was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with honesty.
We think something else happened before you left the home that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about. But we need to know exactly what happened, because like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times. And so we need to know what happened before you left that house, because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved? Like what brought us to that home?
No,
You just said it. You know something bad happened there. Out of your voice, not mine. I have not told you anything what's happened there. Something bad happened. You're here with us for a couple hours. You admit that you've looked at a site and seen something bad happen, because the video is not of just a general area. It's of a specific location, correct?
Yeah, I saw like a driveway or something.
Whose driveway did you
Driveway.
say?
I don't know. I saw like there was like a gate. There was a gate, and then I saw like that there was like 2 cars, but then I didn't see anything past that.
Okay.
Well, is that driveway and gate your home?
I honestly did not fixate on it for like a long period of time. I saw like the one with an actual like gate.
You've been here with us. You think something bad has happened at your house. And to date, so long, you haven't even asked us about anybody.
Well, that's because for the last time that I was arrested, I mean, like nobody would tell me anything.
Once you start telling me something that's truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy. You know something's happened at your home. You have law enforcement here. You haven't heard or gotten any
Well,
emails
I
from your
mean,
family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to help yourself by filling in the blanks of what happened that night so we can give you the answer. Well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work. So law enforcement goes over there, and can you tell us what we found? What do you think we found when law enforcement arrived at your home?
I mean, you guys are talking about guns and you're talking about other things that and then the website and everything that something happened to him.
Who's him?
Cody?
Did you do anything to Cody?
No.
Did you do anything to your mother?
No.
Did you do anything to your father?
No.
You have any reason to believe that anybody else would harm them?
No, the only thing that I was told was that Cody would take care of it for me. And that's all that I know.
But you didn't tell Cody what your father said to you, correct?
Correct.
So when Cody made those comments to you, what do you believe he meant by that? Have you guys ever talked about?
That he was gonna, I thought he was just gonna do what he always does, which is where he just talks about it and he figures out whatever strategy he needs to.
So if anything happened in the home to bring law enforcement there, what would you think happened?
That there was a shooting.
Between whom?
I don't know. Between Cody and my dad.
And why would you think that?
To protect me, or to help me, or to do something with me.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
No. I mean, I don't know, like, what more I can say.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found. So you're the only outstanding child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days. Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be saying like all like I don't know the way to say. I don't know like what to even say.
We're trying to see if there's anything else that you've left out during the night from when you first came home and confronted your father, or when he confronted you until the time you left, that you've not told us.
There was nothing. There was nothing to that level of confrontation between him and I.
So if anything happened in the home, you believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because I don't have access to anything.
Well, I can tell you from what we know right now, because you know what the news has said, correct? You know what the news has said.
I only know that first story that I saw, and then I didn't look again.
And what did the first story say?
That there was a shooting in the Salton Circle area, and the investigation is ongoing.
Okay, and what did they say? They say the status of the people inside the house? What did they say? Because all the news have reported the same thing. Every one of them. The sheriff has held a press conference. The sheriff has provided information to the media.
This is exactly what happened.
And I already know. I'll be honest with you, I already know. This isn't my first rodeo. We've been doing this, what, between the two of us, 50 years? Over 50 years.
Married.
Over 50 years. I've seen it.
So what is it you need to tell us that we're missing?
Step over.
I mean, the only thing that I know is just that, I mean, I left the house later than what I had said.
Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house with your father looking like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
No.
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family? If you were trying to defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now to help you. So tell us what happened, Grant. We're here to listen to you.
Grant, you need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that. It's
Did your
tough.
father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No, I didn't do any of this.
There's something that's going to come up that is going to make this all come real. I'd rather it come from you than have to do it that way.
The evidence tells us what happened. You have to fill in the blanks. They can't tell me what happened.
Fact, I know. She never held a gun. She didn't have a gun that night. Fact, he never fired a gun. Fact, he never fired a gun. Never did. This is the person right here, Mom, who always stuck up for you. Something happened so bad that caused her death, your dad's death, and Cody. And I'll tell you just about how it happened. 1, 2, 3. Based on evidence. Based on evidence. I know he did not shoot your mom. I know he didn't shoot your dad. I know he didn't shoot himself. And I know from video surveillance camera in the neighborhood, nobody else came to that house. I know I can account for everybody that went to the house. I know.
So tell us what happened.
I know it. Listen to me. Hey, I know. Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you. Of people that you'd be surprised who in your neighborhood has video. And I know that there's only 4 people was at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video, if you're sitting there saying no, 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 and video shows something else, guess what? Big problem. Because it will wind up later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on, is honesty. Was somebody honest? Of course you're going to be somewhat dishonest at some point. We get that. We understand that. But at some point when you have that come to Jesus time that now I need to really, I got to tell you what happened. This is it. This is it. Video tells me everything I need to know about this from the neighborhood.
And you're the only one left to tell us.
I know it's hard to look at me, Grant, look at me in my eyes. I know it's tough, man. I do. It's a tough thing to say, but we need to know what caused things at your house that night to become so bad that we're this. He's violent. We know that. He's got a gun on. We get it. Cody just probably went around with a gun because he normally did. He walked in the house and was shot the minute he walked in the house. The minute he walked in. We see trajectory, we find the projectile, we've got everything on that. He's shot over here and is brought over here. See it over there. We found the bullets in the house. Mom's sitting her thing with a glass of wine, doing her thing, and she's shot. You just got to step over and tell me, man. I want to help you. I do.
The evidence is going to be there.
Most people, I would
We have
not.
cartridge cases, we have projectiles.
And fingerprints.
So you just need to tell us what led up to this.
You've been arrested, correct?
Yeah.
So we have your fingerprints, correct? You understand that? Physical evidence is something I can't manipulate. It's either it's there or it's not there. Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did. None of them did. Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Then this is not going to end up the way you want to with what you're telling me right now. Factual items do not support what you're saying. Nothing that we can make up, or I think, or she thinks, or whoever thinks. You got to be honest. The minute you start being completely honest, and you're pretty honest with me, I'm not going to say you're not. The minute you tell us what happened to get this to here is the second that we start moving forward with healing. You say you can't something, yes you can. There's something that you have done that proves different. I'm telling you. I don't know how else I can't make it any clearer. There's something there. Just tell me. Tell me. Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you. You want to tell me in the worst way. You want to get this pain off your chest. Do it. Come forward. Tell the truth. It's like going to church and doing your confessional. When I go to church, the few times I go a year and I get up there and ask for forgiveness, I feel 100% better for all the crappy things I've done and didn't do what I should have done throughout the course of the year. Short with my coworkers, short with my kids, not living the way I should live. Gets me too. And when I go up there and make my confession to the pastor, it makes me feel better.
I mean, there's just nothing else that I can say.
There's nothing else that happened in that home while you were there that would lead up to this?
No.
Your father didn't point a gun at you?
There was nothing else more than what I had said.
Then who do you think did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answer. And the only thing that I have is just the times in which I left the house. You know, there was an argument when Cody had gotten home, and then there was nothing that he could do to help me. So I don't remember the exact time when I actually left, but I had left later than what I had said.
So you were home when Cody got home?
Yes.
Tell us about that. What time did he get home, and why did he come home?
I mean, he got home at, I think like 10:30. I still think that's when he got home, was like at around 10:30. I don't know why he was able to leave early.
And what was going on at the house when he arrived?
My dad and my mom were arguing, and then I was still just packing up all my stuff, or gathering the things that I could gather. And then when Cody got home, he started to transgress with my dad, and I was still kind of just staying out of it and doing my own thing. And then the end result was still the end result, and then I had to still leave.
And then, so is it true that you still met Cody up the block, or was that?
No.
So you didn't meet him up the block? So why did you tell us that?
I don't know.
Alright, so then, now let's start from the time you and your father started having the argument. About 6:30 you said, when he got home?
Yeah.
Tell us exactly what happened from that time on. Even what was said.
I mean, it was just a lot of yelling. I mean, it was everything that he had been telling me for the past months and months and months about just how I had ruined his retirement and how I had pushed him back, and now, he'd never be able to do the things that he wanted to do because I had saddled him with a lot more expenses, and that I had told him that, once I can get a job, then I have plans to make amends for the things that I had caused for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And he's yelling.
Yeah.
He's heated. Are you yelling back at him?
No, I had never yelled at my dad.
And are you sitting on the couch downstairs, like you said?
I was in the living room, yeah.
And at what point does he put his hands on you?
It's just, it's like maybe 5 minutes into the conversation. So, there wasn't really anything that was a trigger that I can think of.
What was your reaction when he grabbed your shirt and pulled you up?
I had always been passive, so I didn't fight back or anything like that. I just tried to get my grounding, and then we were just standing, and it just continued on.
And then what?
And then after that, I started the whole process of gathering everything.
And where's your mom at this point?
She was still in her office.
Did she intervene at all?
She had gotten up to say that, you need to settle down, or some sort of diffusing statement that she always used to make. And then my dad yelled at her to stay out of this, and then she just went back into there.
Okay, and then what? What happened next?
Then it was just a lot of yelling and confrontation between me and Dad, but there wasn't anything more physical about it. And like I said, I was just going up and about, getting my stuff and taking it out to my car and getting back whatever I could gather.
And what did your dad do while you were doing that?
He was just following me around.
Just making sure you were gathering your stuff to get out?
My possessions, and not taking anything of his.
And how long did that go on before Cody shows up?
That was for 4 hours or something like that.
So you did that for 3 hours?
Yeah.
Gathering your stuff?
And dealing with Dad, and because it wasn't just like he
pack up those 2 little bags you brought. It was 3 hours?
Yeah, he wouldn't just. I went onto my computer to back up some stuff onto some flash drives and all that other stuff, but it wasn't just with him where I could just go and do my thing. You know, I mean, he would stop me, and then we would talk for like an extended period of time, and then I would start to do my thing again, and then it would stop again, and I mean, that's all it was.
Was your father wearing this?
Yeah.
And what about that gun on his waist?
No.
He didn't have that on?
No.
Is this normal?
No. I mean, I hadn't seen him have his gun since like high school.
So he doesn't walk around like this normally?
No.
Why do you think he would be like this?
I don't know if it's because of what he had told me, that if I came back that he would kill me.
And like you said, you're afraid of him.
Yeah.
But we're here to this. This is the person that is coming to solve the problems for you, or came home to solve the problems. There's the one who always sticks up for you, including talking to the girl. She talked to the girl in Bulgaria, didn't she?
Yeah.
She had conversations, said that you're not a bad guy, and how this breakup basically has affected you, didn't she? Told him it was bad. Here's the problem: his dad. This one's behind you, supports you. That one's behind you, supports you. This one, I'm sure, cares about you, but is upset because, like you said, you have ruined his plans for retirement, so he can't retire because of the financial loss. How much money did Cody give you? Approximately. 60,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Dad gave you how much?
Like 100,000.
Mom gave you how much?
It's like 30,000 or something.
So around 200,000. And the vast majority of this money went to some girl on the internet. So they're upset. I get that. But we know he didn't fire a gun. We know she didn't fire a gun. We know he didn't fire a gun. He shot the second he walks in the house.
At what point does he come into the house?
It's like 10:30.
And where does he enter?
Through the garage.
So where does he park his car?
Under the awning thing.
Outside, not in the garage?
Right.
So do you see him walk in? Or hear him come in?
No.
So you're upstairs maybe, or where are you when he comes home?
When he came home, I was gathering some of the like power bars into my little shoulder satchel thing.
And where are the power bars, in the kitchen, or?
In the kitchen.
So you see him come in?
I hear the door, but then that's it.
And then when do you see him typically?
I see him when he walks into the kitchen.
And what is said?
He asks me what I'm doing, and I basically tell him the quick, short story, because at the time my dad and my mom are talking.
Where were they?
They were in her office.
Okay, and what is the short story you tell
That
Cody?
That Dad caught me still talking to the girl that had caused all the problems, and that he was kicking me out of the house because I had broken his rule.
Did you tell Cody that he threatened to kill you if you came back home?
No, I still didn't tell Cody about that. I had told Cody previously when I went to Cornerstone that that's what Dad was going to do if I had made any more mistakes, not the specific one that I had caused, but if I had made any more mistakes. And then Cody told me that he was going to do that when I went into one of the side offices with him before they officially dropped me off.
When you went to Cornerstone?
Right.
So your dad had told you in the past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
If I basically did anything related to this, again, costing him a lot of money.
And Cody knew about that?
Right. He just didn't know about the one that was just said. Whether or not he knew from like the paper that my dad had written out of all the consequences and everything like that. Hey, Grant.
Alright, so I take it you know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you plain out. You are not part of it anyway.
No.
When's the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between like midnight and like 12:30.
On Thursday night? So Friday morning?
Thursday going into Friday.
Why? That's when you went to a hotel?
No. The first night I stayed just in the Publix parking lot by the Tractor Supply.
Okay.
And
why did you leave though?
it's because Dad had kicked me out Thursday because I was still talking to the woman that had caused everything, and I was using Mom's cell phone to do that with her knowledge, but not Cody or Dad's. So then Dad found out somehow, and that was one of the things that he had said would lead to my being removed from the premises.
So he basically told you had to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. So who could have done this?
I don't.
So you didn't have any problems or troubles with this woman or the online? You didn't owe them any money?
No,
I mean, there's no like loan shark out looking for you or...
No.
I just don't see how things aren't adding up. I'm really confused, Grant. I don't understand. How did you get money to pay for a hotel?
I still had a few $100s on my debit card, and then Cody gave me his debit card.
Okay. And I don't know. I want to believe you, Grant, but you're the last person that I could put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. I can understand the troubles that you've gone through, but it's hard for me to think that you would break to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But who else can I blame? How are we going to find out who did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
So what are your intentions? Do you understand what we have to do now? If you're not the person that did it, we have months of stuff that we have to take care of from our dead parents. Months. You know how much stuff is in that house? We have to go through it all. I have to call people in California to let them know that Margaret Amato is not alive anymore. I gotta call at 3 o'clock in the morning because Cody's 30 years old and has perfectly good organs to donate. And I can't call that shot. He's not an organ donor. I had to say no. So that means there's someone out there that could have used his organs, but we weren't prepared for this. I love you more than anything in this world, just like I loved Cody, Grant, and Dad. I know Dad was an asshole. I know Cody was an asshole. But they were our family, and they would have never done anything to hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years.
Mm-hmm.
And they covered it up for you. I have a feeling the FBI is already involved because no matter how much Dad can overcome the money laundering, that's money that was moved. Just because they gave it to you as a gift, you can't just claim gifts as income. The FBI wants to know what the fuck is money being moved in that amount. I'm sorry. I don't believe you. And I probably will have resentment for the rest of my life, whether you did it or you didn't do it, but I need closure. I need to know what happened to my mother, my father, and my brother Cody. Because I wasn't there to fucking help. And that hurts me. That hurts me a lot, man. I may not have been able to stop you. You probably may have hurt me too. But at least I would have known what happened. And now I'm in fucking who knows what now. I am lost. And it scares me that you want to leave here and not face what happened. Because you're putting my life at risk then. You're putting Donna's life at risk, Grandma's life. How do we know what you're going to do? What happened on the job interview last Friday?
It all sounded good. It sounded like everything was moving forward. And then I was supposed to hear something on Tuesday or Thursday of this coming week.
And? Nothing?
It was just on Friday.
It was last Friday, so it's been a little over a week.
No, it was just this Friday.
That's not possible. Friday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you had a job interview yesterday, but you got kicked out Thursday night?
Right. I had to get my suit and everything and put it into the car.
Okay. Where was your job interview?
It was over on Lee Vista with something scripts.
So they'd be able to verify that you were there for an interview. I don't know. I'm gonna feel really bad.
I mean, this is just... I understand. I mean, I really do. I understand all your thoughts and what you're thinking and everything, and this is just... you know, I know what I did to everybody over the months and everything like that.
I know you did.
And I know that you know the hell of dealing with it every single day when you're trying to move forward.
Yep.
Dad, Cody, and all that stuff.
Yep, and I understand it was probably harder for you because you lived in the house. I had the option of getting out, which gave me the ability to not have to deal with it on a daily basis. I understand the mental struggles you went through with Cody and Dad's relationship, you and Dad's relationship, everybody's relationship in the family. You know how smart everybody is in the family when it comes to medical information. And that's what scares me even more about you. If you didn't do it, then you have to know that someone else did it. There is no way that there were people out there looking for our parents or brother. They had to have been looking for you. There's no way that Mom, Dad, or Cody owed anybody money, had anybody looking for them because of something that they did.
No, I don't think that it's some money shark or monger or somebody like that.
Right, because nothing was stolen from the house.
Right.
So, like, people that are looking to compensate for financial obligations would have taken TVs, computers, jewelry, monetarily things.
Right.
From what I've been advised, that is not the situation. So, that leaves that the people were murdered for the reason that they were in the way of getting to something else.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why it happened. I was taking my steps forward despite everything that I was supposed to do, that I was supposed to be doing. The slip-up was still communicating with the woman, but...
What were you allowed to take when Dad kicked you out? Obviously your card.
Basically my possessions, my cell phone, my iPad, my Surface, some clothes.
Weapons?
I don't have any weapons.
So there's going to be no weapons in the hotel that you were at last night? No weapons in the car?
No.
No weapons buried on the property?
No. I sold all my weapons when I was trying to make money.
I remember my mom telling me that. What about, I don't know what else to say, but I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself, and I don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I could take you physically, but if you have a knife or know where a gun is, I'm fucked. And I have little girls that I have to raise. I have a woman that is depending on me for the rest of my life.
I understand.
Even if you did, it's going to be so hard for me to figure out what to do with you. You do not deserve jail. But I can't come to fucking have attorney press charges for you to be killed. Grant, I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. And if it doesn't come from your mouth and I have to hear it from an attorney or a law enforcement or the news, it's going to be harder for me. And I know if you can take Mom and Dad and Cody's life, it's hard for you to comprehend that my emotions are going to be that, but it's unbelievably scary, Grant. And I don't believe in God. I don't have a strong religious belief, but I will pray that this is solved justifiably, because it was not fair that Mom, Cody, and Dad's life were taken. They did not deserve it, no matter what feelings were felt by anybody. They were good people.
I know. And they showed it by protecting me all the time.
But Dad kicked you out.
That's because I still broke the rule, and that it was apparently Dad's job to be the hammer person, or whatever he would describe it as.
Right, I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing. I mean, that's all that I can say.
So are you saying that you love the woman?
I feel like I did, yeah.
Okay, you feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much, I mean, it's not what it used to be, is all I can say.
Because she's aware of what has happened in the last several months.
Right.
So why do you feel the need to still contact her?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, apart from just like that feeling when you care for somebody, you've been with them for however many months.
Yo, I know that feeling.
So, I mean, I was just, I knew that
looking for closure?
To some degree, yeah, and I knew that I could never do any of the money stuff anymore.
Okay.
So I guess that was like...
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before. But the crazy part is, you're still the same person. You are still Grant Amato that I grew up with for 17 years, that I played with, that we hid shit from Dad so that we didn't get in trouble. Who covered those grenades? Mom. I don't feel like we're getting anywhere, and I'm going to be honest, I don't feel comfortable with you staying with me. I mean, if in a week or a couple of days or 12 hours and something else is discovered, then I might have a change of heart, but I have no other options in my head of what's going on, especially if you're confirming that there's nobody looking for you. And if you're saying that you ran away or stayed in a hotel because you were forced to, or you were told you couldn't stay there, I don't live there, so I have no proof. The only people that live there are dead, so they can't say anything. But the morgue called me this morning, so I have to make decisions for Mom, Cody, and Grant and Dad in the next couple of days. So just letting you know that I'll be making those decisions, because until I'm given verifiable information that you did not do it, I don't think you have the right to make that decision. You already made the decision on whether or not they can live or not. That's not your job. Alright, I'm ready. I do love you, though. Just remember that. Just like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you. Nobody loved you any more or any less. I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because I can't pray for Mom, Dad, and Cody anymore.
Please press on the check it out. You ready, man?
Yeah.
Question for you real quick. You don't want to hurt yourself.
No.
You don't want to hurt anybody else.
No.
No suicidal thoughts.
No.
Okay, come on, bud.